Hey, thanks for dropping in. On today's episode, I'm going to show you another great recipe that's super easy to prepare. Like, seriously, you won't believe how much bang you get for so little work. It's also easy on your wallet. And, most importantly, it's a dish that your family, both you and your kids, are going to love. It's an all-around winner, so stick around and let's make it. Alright, so the dish we're making today is pineapple chicken. If you've ever eaten orange chicken, like from Panda Express, it's kind of like that, but better, of course. We're going to make super crispy, flavorful, tender chicken. Then drizzle it in an irresistible sweet and savory pineapple sauce. So the first thing we have to knock out is the sauce. We're going to take this ginger and garlic that I've been diligently chopping up and add it to our pot that's got some pineapple juice in it. Next, we add some sugar. I've got a half cup here, but I'm only adding about 2/3 of it for now. You can always add more, but you can't take it out if you put too much, so it's better to be cautious. Now for some apple cider vinegar. If you've got rice vinegar, that's actually better. I only have apple cider though. Not a problem, it'll be fine. Just whatever you do, don't use white vinegar. That stuff's way too strong. Next we'll add soy sauce, which will bring umami and salt. Then a bit of a surprise ingredient, hoisin. This has a distinct Asian spice flavor that'll add dimension to our sauce. We're going to turn on the heat and bring this to a simmer. It'll reduce slightly while the flavors come together. Our sauce has had a chance to reduce oh so slightly. It's time for taste. That's not bad, but it could use a touch more sugar. Definitely not all of it though, so maybe just a tablespoon. We'll mix that in and give it a couple of seconds to dissolve. I'm pretty confident I don't need to taste it again, so next in goes our slurry. That's just cornstarch diluted with a bit of water. We'll whisk until the sauce reaches a kind of runny, kind of thick consistency that'll really coat and envelope our chicken pieces. And that should do it. We can set this aside. Time to work on our chicken. I actually prepped this earlier, and it's been marinating in the fridge for about a half hour. It's chicken breast that was cut into bite-sized pieces. It's up to you what you consider bite-sized, but ideally you want to maximize the ratio of meat to crunchy surface area. To it, I added a quick marinade of soy sauce, oyster sauce, and a splash of Shaoxing or Chinese rice wine. This will give the chicken a nice base flavor, in addition to the pineapple sauce that we're going to put on it. Now that our meat's had some time to soak up the marinade, we're also going to add 1 egg that's been beaten with a little bit of water. We'll give it a good stir to make sure everything's coated. In this baking dish, we've got a couple of cups of panko breadcrumbs. You didn't see it, but I seasoned them beforehand with a bit of salt and pepper. We're going to scoop our chicken from the bowl and drop it in. Once everything's in, we'll toss it all together until every little bit of chicken is covered. Just like that. Alright, let's move on to the last bit. It's time to cook our chicken and make it nice and crispy. I've got veg oil in my wok, about a centimeter and a half's worth on the bottom. Once it's nice and hot, we'll add our breaded chicken. We're going to do this in 2 batches, so only half for now. Once the chicken's in, we can go ahead and break up any large pieces. If a few smaller pieces stick together, it's not the end of the world, but big pieces will throw off the cooking time. We'll want to flip the pieces over every once in a while so that they brown evenly. Total frying time will depend on how big you cut your chicken. For pieces like what we have, it shouldn't take more than 5 or 6 minutes. This first batch is just about ready to come out. In a minute, I'll move into a tray to drain, then clean out the panko residue before adding the second batch. This will avoid any burn bits. I'll catch you again once they're all done. So here we are. Our super crispy chicken is ready. I've got it plated with a healthy serving of fragrant coconut rice. That's just rice steamed in coconut milk instead of water. Seriously, one of the easiest upgrades you can do in cooking. And here is our beautiful pineapple sauce. which we are going to drizzle generously, I mean very generously, over the chicken. You could, if you wanted, simply toss these together the way you would orange chicken, but I want to preserve that crunch that we worked to create. To finish, you can garnish with sesame seeds or pineapple tidbits, whatever you fancy. Personally, I'm going with finely shredded mint because I think mint and pineapple work brilliantly together. And that's it. Let's do the flyby. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you give this recipe a try. It's a perfect, fun weeknight meal that everyone can enjoy. As always, if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below, and don't forget to subscribe. See you next time. Who wants sweet chicken?